Nursing 474, Family Development and Family Nursing Assessment. The weekly objectives include use evidence-based practices to support care of families within the community, explain potential barriers to community health initiatives and how to resolve them, choose interventions appropriate to an identified community health problem, select technologies to inform, communicate, and enhance health knowledge, prepare an evaluation plan for a community health wellness plan. Family nursing is a philosophy and a science that is based on the following assumptions. Health and illness are family events. What affects one family member affects the whole family, and healthcare practices, decisions, and behaviors are made within the context of the family. Numerous challenges exist to family nursing practice. These challenges have been documented in the family nursing literature and persist in the current healthcare system. Definition of family. Now more than ever, the definition of family is being challenged. There is still no universally agreed upon definition of family, causing conflict between the narrow traditional legal definition of family and used by the healthcare system and social policy makers, and the broader definition of family being used by family systems themselves and family nurses. Communication difficulties. Lack of communication among agencies in the transfer of clients or internally within the healthcare system among providers related to incomplete or missing information, rushed procedures or failure to follow the plan, and standards of care that result in an increased incidence of hospital admissions and readmissions. Nurses need strong skills in negotiation. Uninsured, underinsured, and limited services. Nurses must be adept at working among healthcare systems to find resources and services for the large population of uninsured clients and families. Lack of insurance makes finding adequate services for clients and families difficult. Family functions and structures. Knowledge of family functions and structures is essential for understanding how families influence health, illness, and well-being. Family functions are the ways in which families meet the needs of each family member, the family as a whole, and their relationship to society, such as economic, reproduction, socialization, affective, and healthcare function. Family structure refers to the characteristics and demographics of individual members who make up family units and defines the roles and positions of family members. Family demographics is the study of family and household structures and events that alter those structures. Nurses use family demographics to forecast and predict transitional stresses, developmental changes, stresses, and ethnic issues affecting family health, and identify possible solutions to identified family problems. Family households include a householder and at least one other member related by birth, marriage, or adoption, whereas a non-family household is either a person living alone or a householder who shares the house only with non-relatives such as boarders or roommates. Family demographic trends have continued in the direction of fewer married couples with children households. Large households have decreased and small households have increased. The average household size remains at 2.6, but the source of that size has changed with increased racial and ethnic diversity, increased individuals living alone, and increased households of 65 years of age and older. The term family health is often used interchangeably with concepts of family functioning, healthy families, and familiar health. Family health can be viewed as a dynamic, changing relative state of well-being, which includes the biological, psychological, spiritual, sociological, and cultural factors of a family system. This holistic approach refers to individual members as well as the family unit as a whole and the family within the community context. Health professionals have tended to classify families as healthy families and non-healthy families. those in need of psychosocial evaluation and intervention. Family health has implied the mental health of family rather than the physical health of family. Non-healthy families were often referred to as dysfunctional families. These terms limited the opportunity for families to change and posed barriers to interventions. Families are neither good nor bad, and all families have seeds of resilience where interventions can be successful. Families with strengths, functional families, and balanced families are terms often used to refer to healthy families that are doing well. Family resilience is defined as the ability to withstand and rebound from adversity. Balanced families are those that have the ability to adapt to situations. Therefore, they demonstrate family flexibility in leadership, relationship, rules, control, discipline, negotiation, and role sharing. Balanced families have the ability to allow family members to be independent from the family, yet remain connected to the family as a whole, which is termed family cohesion. 4 approaches to family nursing. The family is viewed from the following 4 perspectives. The traditional perspective of family as the context places the individual family member in the foreground and the family in the background. This family serves as either a strength or a stressor to the individual. In the family as the client approach, the family is in the foreground and the individuals are in the background. The family is seen as the sum of the individual family members. The focus is on the ways that the individual members affect the whole family. In the family as a system approach, the family is seen as the interactions and relationships between the family members that become the target of the intervention. In the family as a component of society approach, the family is viewed as the primary unit of society and as part of a large system. This approach is used by public health nurses as they implement population-centered strategies to improve the health of the overall community. Theories for working with families in the community. There is no single theory or conceptual framework that fully describes the family relationship and dynamics to be used to understand and intervene with families. Community public health nurses must also blend family nursing theories with public health theories and frameworks. Family nursing is an evolving synthesis of the scholarship from 3 different traditions: family social science, family therapy, and nursing. The family social science theories are the most developed and informative with respect to family function. The environment family interchange, interactions within the family, how the family changes over time, and the family's reaction to health and illness. 3 family social science theories that blend well with community public health nursing are the family systems theory, where families are social systems; family developmental and life cycle theory. This theory provides a framework for understanding normal, predicted stresses that families experience as they change and transition over time. And the last is bioecological systems theory. This theory describes how environments and systems outside of the family influence the development of the family over time, and is very useful in community public health nursing to identify the stresses and potential resources that can affect family adaptation. Working with families for healthy outcomes. Family nurses should transcend the traditional nursing approach as a service model and change their practice to a capacity building model. The goal of family nursing is to focus on focused care, interventions, and services to optimize the self-care capabilities of families and achieve the best possible outcome, understanding that each family is unique. Pre-encounter data collection. Using excellent communication skills, nurses help families determine the priority of issues they are confronting, identify their needs, and develop an action plan. Determine where to meet the family. Often, the decisions on where to meet the family will be determined what type of agency with which the nurse works, either home or office. Making an appointment with the family, the nurse then will contact the family. The nurse also needs to plan for their own safety. The nurse should learn about the neighborhood she will be visiting, anticipate needs, determine whether it is safe to go alone, leave a schedule at the office, and carry a fully charged cell phone. Interviewing the family, defining the problem. One of the underlying central tenets of family nursing is to build a trusting family-nurse relationship, using therapeutic communication efficiently and skillfully by moving beyond informal conversation and skilled interviewing strategies, involving each family member and sending the message that the purpose of the visit is to help the whole family and not just the individual family member. Gather information, help the family focus on the problem, and determine solutions. Assessment instruments. Nurses gather information using reliable and valid short assessment instruments, usually 10 to 15 minutes. They're easy to score, sensitive to gender, race, social class, and ethnic background. The instruments are specifically focused on the relevant family situation. Families should always be asked for permission to use an assessment instrument, informed of how the instrument or the information will be used, and have the results or interpretation of the information reviewed with the family. Genograms and echo maps are both assessment instruments that are actively engage the family. The genogram displays pertinent information in the family tree that shows members and their relationships over at least 3 generations, using standardized categories and formats to capture information. An echo map is a visual diagram of the family unit in relation to other units or subsystems in the community, showing the nature of relationships and the direction of energy flow. This is a tool to organize and present information in a holistic and an integrated way. Family health literacy. Functional health literacy includes the ability to read and understand numbers, to use health information to make informed decisions. Nurses can assess for health literacy and employ certain visual techniques that help families retain more information to follow directions and make informed decisions. Designing family interventions. Nurses will be challenged to help families identify the primary problem confronting them and to step aside and accept the family priority as they work in partnership with the family to keep their interventions simple, specific, timely, and realistic. Evaluation of the plan. Nurses engage in critical thinking to determine if the plan is working, determine what barriers are interfering with the plan, or what has changed about the family story. Social and family policy challenges. Social and family policy challenges are part of the nurse's practice. Government actions that will have a direct or indirect effect on families are called family policy. The range of social policy decisions that affect families is vast. However, there is no explicit national family policy in the United States. Most government policy indirectly affects the families.